Where are we at, Jai Jai?
A sheep farm.
Sheep farm in what country?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Are we in the North Island or South Island?
South Island.
That's right. We're in Akaroa.
Yes, we're in Akaroa.
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 So we spent a total of 6 weeks in New Zealand, or five to six, but 3 of them were spent in Akaroa, which is in the South Island, right outside Christchurch, about 2 hours. But we spent majority of it on the farm.
We did stay at the Onuku Farm Hostel. We did a Workaway exchange, so we were able to stay there for free, but we had to work a little bit each day.
Yeah, 3 hours, and we changed bed sheets, cleaned kitchens, over the stargazer huts.
Yeah, we cleaned lots of stargazer huts, and Jai actually came around with us each day. He was around us. He was at work, but he wasn't working, so don't worry about child labor laws or anything like that. But no, during our time with working, it really gave us a chance to meet some people and talk to people a little one-on-one. So Jai made great friends with a few of the workers. And we got to pretend and play along and have lots of fun after our work was done, and that was really fun. Jai and I got to drive the Kawasaki around, the 4-wheel Kawasaki, and he really thought that was a good time. I was collecting trash and recycling those days.
He says Jai had a really good time, so Elijah had a really good time on it.
I did. There's lots of hills.
Alright! Oh yeah! Give it the power!
Actually, the first day we got there, we didn't have to work. So we just kind of checked out the grounds, and we did the easier one of the walks, well, for part of it. We didn't make it too far. It's like a 4-hour back and forth trip walk, and we may have gotten 30 minutes in.
But we found this really nice bench that was up there, like a little bench table, and you could see a lot of the bay from there, and it was just a really beautiful view, and we thought that that was going to be the best view that we saw all week, and it was super gorgeous. It looked like postcards that you'd send
passing
back.
all the sheep. It's a sheep, like, well, it's a farm. They have other things, but mainly sheep are there, and so they were
1,500 sheep.
always in our path, and we had to watch out for sheep poop. But there's also a guard goose.
His name was Goosey, and he was the devil. He's always trying to nip at you and whatnot. We also chased around a little white rabbit.
It's digging for something.
What do you think it's digging for?
Maybe some carrots.
That's a good idea. There was goats, which Jai had a baby pet goat.
Yes. Her name was Nika, and she was a twin.
Jai got to feed her milk from a bottle.
Yeah,
No,
and was always holding her. It was just so nice and caring towards her.
One of the days when we were taking a nap, Ryan told me, she was like, hey, I'll stay with Jai, you get out of here and you go up the ridge walk, which is the hardest of the trails that they had there. A little too steep to take Jai, so we knew we weren't going to be able to take him up there, so I went. Alright, so I'm starting the ridge walk. This is the steepest walk here at Onuku, and it takes you right to the top where you can see the ocean and the bay. So really looking forward to some really nice views, and hopefully I don't get my butt kicked by this. And the first part of it is super steep. Like, that's the steepest part of it. It's the worst part, like the first 20 minutes of this hike.
I got to do the ridge walk too. The last day that we were there, and yeah, he's not joking about the first half of the walk going up. I've only just begun this ridge walk hike. I'm so fucking out of shape. That gate, that's where it starts. This is the fucking steepest climb. Alright, back on it. How far we are. What I gotta do here.
But once you get up to a certain height, man, you can really see the bay. You could see where the town of Akaroa is.
But it was just really nice being up there alone, and I sat there for 30 minutes.
It just was really, really breathtaking. And so I sat up there for about 45 minutes and just kind of tried not to think about anything, but just look and observe and listen, and I really enjoyed it.
You, Elijah.
This what's up. One of the cool parts about being somewhere for 3 weeks over the holidays is that you get to make relationships with people and you don't feel like you're alone on Christmas and on New Year's. And so we met so many awesome people from all over the world. And at nighttime we would all basically get together, and we may have eaten at different times, but we were always there after dinner to share some boxed wine or some mulled wine or some sangria or whatever.
Some homebrewed beer.
Homebrewed beer. We basically drank a lot in the evenings and hung out with people by the fire, or just traded travel stories and different funny observations from our travels.
Yeah, played fun games like werewolves or cards.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was just good team camaraderie, and I don't know, I was a bit sad over the holiday season, and my birthday had just passed, and I was away from family and friends, and so it was nice having a second family here. Potlucks were a really big thing for us. Like, there was times that, we cooked our own food, but there are other times that one person, like Simon, he just loved cooking, so he would cook for us, and then we would try to choreograph a little bit more for other potlucks. And
Ryan made an awesome sweet potato pie. She actually made 2, and they were fantastic.
yeah, I was trying to be nice and only eating like one slice, but I could have eaten like half the pie. I won't be greedy, not the whole pie. Are you with your best friend?
Best friend? Who's that? Your best friend? Daddy.
Okay. But if you get me, I'm getting you again.
Right now, I gotta get you now. Give me those armpits. Give me those armpits, piggy boy.
Smell them.
No, I don't want to smell. No. I don't want to smell your stink. No.
We woke up Christmas morning, and you know what? We told Santa when we met him earlier in New Zealand that we didn't want to do a big Christmas here. We just wanted a small Christmas, and we'd do the big one when we got back to Virginia. But Santa found us anyway and left a couple gifts for Jai and a few gifts to Ryan and I. And that was really cool. So we opened up gifts Christmas morning.
Yeah, we made a makeshift tree by our camper. It might have been a weed. Like, I don't know.
It was taller than a blade of grass, so
Yeah.
it looked like a tree to us. But we were deciding what we wanted to do on Christmas Day to celebrate, and it was really warm. And so we had a Christmas Day water fight.
Yes.
Ryan got together some rags and 2 buckets full of water, and we just threw the rags at each other.
We did. No mercy.
No mercy.
Go.
It was pretty ruthless. Quick! She's out of ammo! Oh! After the water fight, we went back up to reception where everybody else was gathering, and we had nice big Christmas potlucky kind of smorgasbord of everything. Ryan had another pie.
Yeah.
There was another pie.
And it wasn't just the workers of the hostel. We invited like the people who were in the camper van park, who were camping in the huts, and just anybody who's there was invited. And so
we had a bunch of people up there. and
Yeah.
we ended up playing a trivia game, a 3-round trivia game.
What they call quiz games here.
Quiz games, not
Yeah.
trivia. But me and Ryan's team was called the Loosey Gooseys.
After the crazy,
Crazy Goose. So we ended up finishing in 2nd place, so we got to split a chocolate bar. Team Loosey Goosey really showed out. But we spent the rest of the night just chilling out, dancing. We had like, I think, a dance party that night.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. What are you doing? the managers and the owners of Onuku Farm were super nice, and they allowed me, Jai, and Ryan to get onto one of their dolphin kind of cruise boats to go out and see some dolphins.
The Hector dolphins.
The Hector dolphins, which are an endangered species.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see. There, these little dolphins, and we get out there and we're
Playful, so playful.
looking around, and they're just coming up right near the boat and blowing their little blowholes. And
Yeah, Jai is a good dolphin spotter for us, and he called to the dolphins with the tube.
Sorry, mate.
I see 5. Good. No.
But he had a lot of fun. We had a good time together. He got to stand near the front of the boat and point out dolphins, and we saw so many of them. And then we went out a little further out to sea, well, actually to sea, not in the bay, and we saw some seals
And penguins.
and one penguin and different kinds of birds and things. And it was really cool. We actually saw this one part of the ocean where the blue ocean turned orange, and we didn't really know what was going on. And then Ryan stuck the camera in the water to figure out what was going on. And what was it?
It was krill.
Krill!
And they're a lot bigger than we thought. Yeah, this ride just kept showing us how beautiful New Zealand is. During our time there, we got to celebrate a birthday for Niels. He's the other half of a German couple that were our managers there. But it was so nice. They brought out little chairs and mattresses.
But it was really cool because everybody was just sitting around and hanging out and talking to each other and sitting on the mattresses and looking out over the bay. Jai was running around with his friend George and throwing sticks and chasing goats and like all kinds of crazy stuff.
But yeah, so happy birthday, Neil. Thanks for inviting us all there. And it's going to be cool because we're actually going to meet back up with the couple in Berlin. So we're excited about that.
It's the one.
It is actually, it goes through a bunch of people. It was Tristan's catchphrase, but our friend Niels enjoyed it so much that he would say it, and then Jai took it from Niels. So
he's got like a German version of a New Zealand catchphrase.
Yes, that's the one.
It's the one.
It's the one.
Along with some other catchphrases that he's picked up.
Oh, what's the other one? It's
You know you want to.
You know you want to.
As we're packing up and getting ready for our departure the next day, we go up and we have dinner and we're doing the same normal thing that we've done before where we just hang out and talk with everybody. And one of the managers says, "Oh wow, look at that cool sky." And we're like, "Wow, that is really pretty." And so we walk down to get a better view of it that wasn't blocked by trees and mountains and such.
Yeah.
And it was just this.
I kind of ran down because I saw the orange and I knew it was gonna be beautiful. So I was like, "See you guys."
Yeah, she did run.
First.
She was really far. But the colors, man, were just so bright, and they transitioned from orange to red to purple to blue. Like it was.
Yeah, I still don't even think our footage fully captured really what we saw, and we all just sat there in silence, just looking at it.
Until somebody turned around and said, "Look behind you, there's a full rainbow."
I can see another one.
Onuku.
Go!
You know we're gonna turn.
And
Onuku!
the sunset.
Sunset!
We super enjoyed our time at Onuku Farm Hostel, and we thank everybody for having us there, and
all the secret Santas that helped make the dinosaur for Jai. I
Yes.
figured it out.
but we will catch you at the next spot, which after New Zealand, it will be
Singapore.
Singapore. Singapore. We'll be there for a week, and we'll be singing a poor tune.
We'll be slinging some Singapores.
Or are we going to sling Singapores?
Singapore sling.
Are we going to do that?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
In Singapore.
Well, we're going to sling Singapores into our sling holes
While singing.
and pour it. I'll pour it. Jai, look at me. Did you eat a bird?
No. But